Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm sorry, I don't have an exciting video for you today, but it's just reviewing Street Fighter V really did a number on me this past week. I had to play through that carcass of a game for hours and hours for the review, and once it was all said and done, I just felt depressed and somehow more empty than the game itself. I couldn't sleep, I could barely eat, and all I could see in things were flaws. So I decided to go on my PS4 where this all started. I was so bored.
I am so bored.
Down on my luck.
I am down on my luck.
Had nothing to do.
I have nothing to do.
Whining like a little girl.
I am whining like a little girl. Hey!
Well, you are!
Look, just because I am moping in front of the camera setting up an obvious rebound does not literally mean I'm a whiny little girl!
Okay, alright, fine, I'm sorry.
Good. Now do your job properly this time, and no improvising!
So I went through digital sales on the PlayStation Network hoping to find a ray of light that could ease my despondency. Misery. And all of a sudden, there it was. At a discounted price. The art style of the thumbnail caught my eye, and then I saw the name. I read it out loud to myself.
Guns, Gore and Cannoli.
So I downloaded it, the tutorial screen came up, I took my first shot and just let it sink in. Yeah, I probably enjoyed it too much, which I also told myself out loud.
I enjoyed myself way too much.
Hi everyone, I'm back. My name is Eric, and we've got ourselves another episode of 3-Minute Reviews.
Guns, Gore and Cannoli is a game that heavily borrows its template from Metal Slug, as you are instantly reminded of it when you take control of your character. The game intentionally creates a cheesy atmosphere with its campy soundtrack, trashy one-liners and cardboard animation. That being said, hands down the graphics in this game are awesome. The 2D graphics and sprites really hit home and remind me of some awesome cartoons I used to watch back in the day. This is one gory and brutal side-scrolling shooter. You have a great arsenal of weapons and they are very well implemented. I personally love using the Molotov cocktails when you have a bunch of enemies all lined up ready for a barbecue. The sound effects also work hand in hand with the visuals. Even your surroundings like the pool, windows and wooden gates etc. add an element of realism in this game. The cutscenes are in-game and are thoroughly enjoyable, unlike another big budget game that comes to mind. There are a variety of enemies in this game as well, despite the fact that the game constantly seems to acknowledge that it's recycling the same enemies over and over again. Also, despite the cheese, it has these really kind of unsettling sewer levels involving these monstrously large rats. The music even changes to a more creepy and eerie tune. You will realise that the game does become trial and error after a while though, as a quarter way through the game the difficulty skyrockets to insanity, zombies come in swarms, and troopers will be sneakily hiding behind some debris that you don't see until it's too late. I also find it very strange that a zombie can literally just cover himself with some cardboard and be impervious to constant shotgun and machine gun fire. Also, how on earth can things like toxic water hurt you, but not the human troopers? I mean, what's up with that? Grenades, zombies, and poison gas from the annoying leprechauns can hurt them, but toxic water doesn't. The game needs more balance and polish, and oh boy does the game need some polish. Okay, now I am willing to let most of this game's problems slide, but the one I can't is the controls. Oh my god, where do I begin? First of all, the controls are set, and you can't change them. Which is a big pain in the ass, as switching between weapons is horrible. But by far, the worst aspect of the controls is that you can't shoot in diagonals. Controlling your character is fine, but when you need to shoot someone at an angle, well, you can't do it. Instead, you'll need to perfectly angle yourself in a straight line in order to shoot your target. Also, the rugby players who were introduced very early on seem to be impervious to any of your weapons when they are dashing towards you. Also, the boss battle in the end wasn't fun. It had the potential to be great, but instead 90% of it was completely cheap, but due to spoilers, I won't mention it here. Also, whoever wrote the subtitles for the cutscenes deserves to be fired, as this person obviously didn't give a
Friends, spill it, pal. What's going on down here?
You gotta send as many men as possible to stop him. Just send everyone. He's gonna kill us all.
Turning the whole town into some kind of cannibal holocaust.
Overall guys, Gore and Cannoli is a fun time, and although I am willing to let some stuff slide, as this is an indie game, there is no excuse to not include controls that have practically been a staple in the genre since the 1980s with Contra. So that's why, in the end, this game scores an above average 6 out of 10. That may seem like a low score, but 4 points is so much higher than what I gave out last week, and every point feels so good. So guys, that's the review. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up and let me know what you would like to see me review in next week's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all of you next time. Take care.
Sometime.